Okay, so this is going to be a quick video breakdown of my trading day to day. It was kind of back and forth overall, green day. And yeah, so going into the day, we're very high on the weekly. I marked it up, but I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't worried about the weekly price action. Although if I had to mark it up, we had our soft high that we broke, and this is the hard low we formed in doing so. But really, screw all that, because you could even see the structure on the weekly time frame. This is the hard low, and this is actually the soft high that we broke recently, and you'll be able to see that on the daily. Let's go down. Sounding a little congested, I'm sorry for that. Anyway, so right now this new day is forming, but this was today that we had pretty bearish day. And yeah, I just kind of want to mark up so you could see it kind of clear as day that we do have a hard low here on the daily as well, because we have our break of structure right here. And we'll label it as such. Boom. So there we had our break of structure on the daily. Let's go to the 4-hour. Now we can see how this is lining up. So because coming into the day, basically none of this was here, so it was kind of just like that. And looking at this, I could tell, okay, because we made a new high, at some point price has to pull back. Now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought it would stop here, but if you look, price actually pulled all the way back down here into demand off of these hard lows. And we could still break through, don't get me wrong. But definitely this area was kind of where if you were holding your trade, you would want to get out, because clearly, as you can see, there was a reaction from that area. We wicked this area on the 4-hour, and what that looked like on the 15-minute. Again, so a lot of this price data wasn't here. Coming into today, we were pretty much just, this is all you could see. And coming into the day, actually even yesterday, this was post-market Saturday, and I ended up taking this sell to roughly this level. Really, I got out like the perfect time. And oh no, okay, so I pretty much caught the sell here once we came down, came up, and then boom, or once we closed below this level, I was looking for sales. We came back up, that's when I took my entry, and I pretty much held it out. Price probably, I think I got it around here. I don't think all this structure was made by the time, but that was yesterday. That wasn't really today. Coming into today, what we saw was, at the time, we had just broken structure right here to the downside. And so I'm pretty sure a lot of people were expecting a pullback and a sell-off, and price kind of did, but then we got to demand here on the 15 and actually managed to break this high. And this was all coming into the market. I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought, okay, we're going to break this high, probably retrace to here and bounce back up. And you could see we even had a small wick here, but price didn't go that high. I actually took this buy, then got stopped out because price didn't continue that high, and I kind of figured it would get stopped out once we got this pretty solid push down. I was like, I don't think this is where price wants to turn around, maybe here. But as you can see, we just slammed through this demand that we kind of created. And so when that happened, I was just looking at it like, okay, well, what could we see if price breaks these lows? If price breaks these lows, I was thinking, okay, well, we could see price come all the way back down to those 4-hour demand levels. Now, on the 15-minute, basically, I was in a trade on the 1 minute coming off of this support just because I had clearly seen the support coming into the market. Boom, we pushed up. This was another trade I got stopped out of. I entered on the 1 minute because we were at that level. So I was thinking, we would change bullish. And we did, kind of. You could see here, we pushed up, came down, and then boom, we actually broke this high right here. And this is when I started looking for my entry. And then basically once price pulled back and then created this engulfing candle above the lows right here, that was my entry. And I believe I was targeting the 15-minute high at the time, but it did look kind of ridiculous. I was like, no way, right? Move that right. I was pretty much like, no way that's gonna happen. Price pushed up pretty significantly though. If you didn't take profit, you're kind of crazy. That's 4 times your risk right here if you had entered where I did. And I was crazy. I didn't take profit. I was like, psh, this crazy candle right here, let's see if we go crazier. And yeah, I ended up, as you can see, got stopped out. Terrible. Just terrible, right? Actually, I think that was my first trade of the day, but I got stopped out. And then, like I said, once we came back down into here and broke, I was like, okay, well, basically that's my sign that price wants to trade, continue trading bearish, because even though we had this crazy liquidity grab, the overall time frame was bearish from the 15. So now that I know we're bearish and we're just waiting on a pullback, as price starts to pull back, I'm waiting for some type of indication that we are starting to lose momentum to the upside. And that was this here. We kind of had a change of character here. As you can see, price pulled up, created a low, then broke this high, creating this higher low. So now this is a small counter trend structure that I seen, thinking like, okay, this is a bullish structure, but I know the overall trend is bearish. So as soon as price broke this level, again, the same thing as for buys, I was waiting for price to pull back and then give us an indication that the pullback was over, and that was this bearish engulfing. Stop loss above the highs. And my take profit, actually, this red line is today's closed, or rather Monday's close. Even though it's still Monday, the session is over, so it printed out the previous day's high, quote unquote. And so I pretty much targeted I want to say 38.5. Yes, because if you look back on the 15-minute, we can see that 38.5 was a level that we had pretty much bounced off of previously. Around this area, this is where we had our bullish trend change. Came back, bounced off about 38.550, and then started trading up. So in this area, I knew there was some type of support from Friday. And so yeah, I pretty much just targeted Friday's kind of support that we had made, as you could see, and that wasn't a bad trade. Essentially 1 to 2 there. Yeah, essentially a 1 to 2. And like I said, not a bad trade. We could have targeted this area that I seen price coming to, but the reason I didn't is because I was trading while I was at my day job. I'm still not a full-time trader, so that was what got me just out of the trade early at the first kind of level where I thought we could see a reaction. As you can see, we didn't really have much of a reaction. I mean, price literally came down here, rejected, and then said fuck all that and kept going. And yeah, so that was my first trade. Then when price came down, I actually entered right here for a buy as soon as we hit the our demand, and price came down. We created this low, then we made an equal low, then we came up and we kind of broke this high, but this wasn't solid structure, and that's why I ended up, I think, getting stopped out. It was very unclear here. I was basically calling this wick right here the high, and then once price came above it, I was trying to like say that was a break of structure or whatever. Oh, no. I remember it. So we came down here, made these equal lows, pushed up here, then came down, and then boom. And this candle right here is where we broke this level. So basically our change of character would have been right here, right? And then boom. So once we got that change of character, this first push, I was pretty aggressive with it. I was like, okay, as soon as we get a pullback, I want to get in. Price kept pushing up, and then we got this pullback, and then basically this small engulfing candlestick right here off of our change of character, our minor structure. And so I went long. As you can see, stop loss was below this low, and my take profit was going to be back up to the 38.5 level. That's what I thought we were going to do, and I was wrong. As you can see, got stopped out. So I got stopped out for like 2 trades today. Then basically that was the wrong push up, and I understand why. When I went to the 15-minute, it had not at that time changed bearish. You see, we came in, kind of bounced out, but that was not the move. We had to wait for some more structure to be formed, and that's kind of when I realized, okay, this could push back up. So let's go back to the 1 minute and see, where did I take my position? Because I did target back up there, and price did go back up there. So I want to say it was somewhere around here that we got our change of character again. This time right here, almost looking exactly similar, just a wick break and then followed by the actual break. And then at that point, I just waited for price to finish the move, pull back, give us another engulfing candle. And this is where I went long, and pretty aggressively at this point, because now we had started trending and we were back outside. So I pretty much put my stop loss here, and then I targeted the 500 support again. I put like my TP right here though. And as you can see, okay. As you can see, we hit TP. But the problem with this was, for a long time we were trading sideways right here. And so I got out about right here. And then as soon as right like around this area, that's probably more like around here. So where I got out. And then price pulled back maybe just a little bit and then took off. As you can see, the rest was history. Okay, fine, as long as we're taking profit, right? And that was pretty much my trades for the day. I mean, actually, price did come back down around this. Once we got around this 500 range again, and we started trading bullish above it, I actually did take this trade as well. Pretty much got in right around. We had our break. I got in this one late, somewhere around here, and I knew price could like pretty much pull back pretty far, but I put it right under the 38.5. So that was kind of my stop loss, and then I was targeting now this kind of accumulation range, and we pretty much hit TP on that one, but not before coming down and taking this liquidity. So I actually got out of this one early too, and I kind of it was hard for me because I thought, well, like the last trade, it's just going to take off to my TP. But I had the right call on this one. Something like $900 profit on this one. The other one I got out early down here was about $8. And then this was about $5,000 profit. But like I said, I did take a loss here. Just not taking my profits when we had that initial push from the opening minute. And then I got into this trade early and got stopped out. So that kind of ate into some of my profits. And so for the overall day, damn it, the trading day has changed, so the history is not there. But before today, I was at about 152. So we made 3,900 profit, so that's why I'm about 4K. That's why price is now, or my balance is now at 156, as you can see. And that was pretty much my day. Again, a lot of that was just like based off the 4 hour for real coming into today, really seeing this break of structure. Now we know there needs to be some type of pullback. When could that pullback start? When the 15 minutes starts trading bearish, which it did throughout Sunday Tokyo session, and I even started taking sales there, but I did get out of them luckily soon enough too, because during London session we kind of came and took out some liquidity. However, we still rejected these highs and managed to push back down. And then once we created this push here, it was clear as day what we wanted to do to me. And like I said, on the 1 minute, somewhere around here, I waited on that pullback, caught the continuation, got out early, did not need to ride the whole thing down, especially when you're entering off the 1 minute like I do. Your risk rewards are pretty slamming. I mean, I don't know how else to put it. It's great. It's great if you know how to use multiple time frame confluence and analysis to be able to pinpoint those key levels of interest, and if you know how fractal market structure works, then you're definitely at an advantage. And yeah, that was basically it. Today was the Bears day, because the Bears needed to come into the market to facilitate this pullback, and we caught this support right around this demand on the 4 hours. So coming into tomorrow, I'd like to see what price does. If we want to continue the bull market, then I expect to see price to push back above where we closed for the day and to start taking out some of these highs, or maybe, yeah, I mean, really, it's going to need to do that. Otherwise, if we can't take out these highs, we may see price trade lower. Yeah, we want to see price have some type of support around here being formed, followed by a push out of this to facilitate the push up to create a higher high. As it stands, this is our hard low, and this is our soft high. So essentially what we want to see is price do something like this, or you could just say from this area out. Maybe not all the way that crazy, something like that. And yeah, this isn't really a forecast though. This is just my trade breakdowns. Hopefully that provided some insight to you. I'm not no teacher, but I do try to share my experience, my journey, in whatever way I can to hopefully that help or enable you to become a better trader, a profitable trader, whoever, wherever you are listening, watching this right now. Yeah, so if you want to run it back, that's what it's here for. It's free information, and anything I can do, you can do too. So that was my mindset going into this. Anything somebody else can do, I could do too. That's been my mindset for life. Not to make this like a motivational or inspirational thing, just as some concrete evidence that it is possible to not necessarily predict the market, but with the understanding, with the experience of market structure and how the fractals of the market work across different time frames, you can, as I like to say, make some shake. Yeah, you could definitely make some shake trading if you know what you're doing. Good luck. Maybe I'll do another breakdown video. But yeah, those were the trades that made me roughly $3,900 today on a 150K demo account with Top Step Futures, prop firm, or you could say, what are they called? Trade of Eight Futures. That is the platform that they basically run off of mainly. But this video has been long enough. That being said, again, good luck. Trading can be hard, especially if you don't have the time to reserve for it. It's one of those things that once you get down, it takes no time. But while you're learning and you're trying to grasp it, you need that chart time. That's all I have for today. Happy trading. Good luck in these markets. Leave any comments if you have any questions. Maybe I could get to you. I do be pretty busy, but I do try to respond when I can. I do try to I'm always looking out for my YouTube. Right now it's not big, may never be big, but it is here. And so if you have any questions, please leave them here in the comment section, and let's see if we can get a Discord going, discourse, not a Discord. I do have a Discord though too as well. If you want to look into my bio on the channel, the link is there. Come see the journey. Come ask me questions there if you would like. It's free. I don't offer any paid, nothing. Yeah, so just have fun. Go have a great day. Don't stress it. This is not supposed to be a stressful thing, honestly. And if it is a stressful thing, you're doing something wrong. Whether it be over leveraging, over trading, risking money you can't afford to lose. I don't know. But this isn't supposed to be that. So just learn the skill. Enjoy learning the skill. Enjoy the process, because it's fun once you do get the hang of it. It's kind of tedious, but I mean, somebody's gotta analyze these price charts, right? So might as well be the traders who want to benefit off of them. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I don't even know. Have a good one. I'm out.